Morning, this is Rich from Tennessee Homestead. How the heck are you today? Um, Today, I'm going to explain to you where the heck I've been, because that may be a question you're asking. Okay, let's begin with there. One of the things is the weather around here has been really nuts all this growing season, and we're running ahead of schedule uh, with bringing in crops, things of this nature. Um, don't really know the reasons why for it. Weather has a lot to do with it, but we're already into the fall mindset. Started that about a week ago. That's number one reason. Number two, I went out and did a few weeks worth of research on the GMO crops and um, the the inputs that are utilized on it, and getting some reputable research firms input on what's going on with this stuff, really. What are they finding? And it got very interesting. Plus, I also looked at it from the ag business side, um, of what were they doing as far as with the ag business, and which I got some information from uh, some white papers coming out of Wall Street and the SEC, and also from the commodities market out of Chicago. Pretty fascinating stuff. So anyway, I'm going to be putting that together. I'm going to try to do small videos covering each small topic, if that's going to be possible. Some of it gets a little in depth, so those videos may run a little long. And put it all in a playlist for you, so that you have that available to you. And number three, reason I've been gone. See, this camera that I'm using right now is actually a new smartphone, because somebody, and I'm not going to name names, uh, washed their work pants with their cell phone still in the pocket. And I tried all the little neat ideas that everybody had for how to dry out your cell phone so it'll continue to work. And guess what? None of it worked. This thing was dead on arrival. Period. Gone. So I had to pick up another phone. Um, wow. So this finally arrived yesterday, but it has its benefits. It's got a lot better cameras. It's got the front and rear facing cameras, which really helps when you're trying to shoot video by yourself so you can see what your camera's looking at. It also has a video format that is compatible with my editor, so I'll be able to clean up some of the videos that are being put together. And I also got one of them little tripod mounts for a cell phone camera so that I can take you out into the field and put you to work. Well, can't really put you to work, but let you tag along while I work, although if there's any volunteers. And no, I don't have a woofer program going. So, but anyway, all that being said, hopefully, we'll get back up and get going. I don't know how fast I'll get all this GMO stuff put together because those are going to be some edited videos and so forth. Although you are going to start seeing some big changes in the site, in our channel. We're going to be really changing things around. We want to get back to more do it yourself from start to finish. You know, we're seeing that there's a need for that. There is a lot of folks out there who really want to get into this, and you know, they need to understand how it works, really, from the beginning to the end. You know, when we talk about putting in a crop down here and so forth, most people, okay, I need to get a tiller or a plow, or no, you don't. You need to get soil samples. That's step one. You need to know what you got out there and how you're going to have to repair that soil so that you can plant a crop. Step one. Uh, that's what we're going to try to get you to understand. And we'll show you the different ways for getting there. Us, we're organic. Okay. Um, we do not use any chemical fertilizers or herbicides, insecticides, or any of that sort of nonsense on our food. It's just a personal preference. Uh, for other folks, that may not be, you know, what they're talking about. So if if that's the way you want to go, we're gonna show you how to do that. I'm not gonna advise it, but we're gonna show you how to do it. So anyway, but that's kind of the direction we're going to be going into with the channel. We'll probably still have barn chats. I will try to do those, you know, every week, and just throw some of my 2 cents out there. But yeah, and we're going to be culling some chickens here in a bit and show you the way that we do it there. Um, that's like you'll find that we don't usually do much butchering um, in hot weather. Not a good idea. You can actually create problems. So what you do is you wait till fall. Number one, by the time you get your crops in and get things settled down and it's cooling off, it makes it a much more pleasant experience standing over a 150-degree bucket of water that you're dipping chickens in. Let's face it, not a good thing. But yeah, um, you know, we see a lot of folks out there butchering in 90 and 100-degree weather, and you're asking for potential problems doing it that way. Unless you're a pro and can go from cutting its throat to putting it in the ice in a matter of minutes, you're asking for problems. Uh, so these are some of the areas that we're going to be getting into. Uh, let's see what else. Livestock and all that's doing just fine. I got a kick out of Deep South Homestead. Danny was doing a tips for beginning homesteaders, and his one, I believe it was yesterday, was for animals, and it was, you know, put your fencing in place around your property before you get animals. And it was like, duh, no kidding. But then it hit me. I have seen scenarios out there where that has not been done, and people are having problems, or they're dealing with large livestock like cattle and things of this nature. Have no cattle handling facilities, no head gates, no corrals, none of that. Wow, you are just looking for disaster to happen to you. Um, they're loving animals; they'll bond with you, you know, and they'll also kill you, totally by accident. But it happens, and it happens a lot, folks. So, and you hear people say, "Oh, not my cow; she's so gentle." Yeah. I have seen a Jersey cow spooked by a quail. This quail suddenly jumps up, scares the heck out of the cow, and she's kicking and jumping and running. Okay. I have also seen homesteaders out in, you know, it looks like about 2 foot deep grass in the middle of a pasture milking a cow. All it's going to take is one snake, one quail to pop up, and this person will get stomped into the ground. Now, it hasn't happened yet. She thinks she's doing great. Okay. But think about it. That animal gets spooked. It's not that it wants to hurt you, it's going to get away from whatever spooked it. And it's going to be kicking and jumping the whole time it's doing it. And trust me, you don't want a 900-pound animal jumping on top of you. Not a good experience. So these are some of the things we're going to be getting very basic with. Matter of fact, I've been wanting to put a small corral on this small barn of mine. I may walk you through that. Instead of putting an automated head gate on it, I may show you how to build a wooden one, uh, just to bring you up to speed on it. So stand by. We're going to be doing some interesting things like that. So you know, we're going to make some big changes. I'm even going to go back and work on some of these series that I'd set up back in the beginning because I see that there's additional information that needs to be put out there to you. Um, like on some of these homestead series and making money on the homestead and things of this nature. So these are some areas we're going to be working on. We're going to try to get the um, camera equipment set up. I finally just put this thing to bed. Probably in a few weeks we will monetize the site until we get it to where we want it as far as the camera equipment and things of this nature. And at that point in time, we'll be monetizing, going back to being just public service. So anyway, this is starting to get a little long. I hope you all are having an absolute blessed and wonderful week, and I hope you have a tremendous weekend. But this is Rich from Tennessee Homestead. We'll be talking to you